Good morning to you guys. Welcome to my lives today. So today's topic, as suggested on today's topic, I'm going to speak to you guys about how to stop feeling like an outsider, my beautiful viewers and subscriber, and you do not want I do not want you guys to feel like an outsider and you feel like you belong. You know, a lot of times in life, we are inside our homes, our families, around friends, and we feel like we are outsider. We do not feel like we belong. So I just want to give you some reason why you might feel that way, and also some tips that you can take along the way. So let me say welcome each and every one of you who are viewing me for the first time. Welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment as well, and let me know what you think about the topic today. So sometimes, why do I feel like I don't belong? You know, the reason why you feel like you don't belong, okay, my beautiful viewers and subscriber, is because sometimes what happened, you feel you are wrong loved ones, you are wrong friends as well, but you feel like still you do not belong. Okay, for example, knowing how you felt when you are wrong them, sometimes you have to ask yourself this question: why is it I feel like this when I'm a wrong person? Sometimes the way you feel like you don't belong, you know, because sometimes you are in a group, okay, and you are speaking, but whatever they are saying, you are not resonating with what they are saying. So you feel like a sense of not belonging. You feel like an outsider. You do not feel like you need to participate in such conversation because it does not align with who you are. Okay, and sometimes you feel like it doesn't make any sense. So you try to draw yourself away. So eventually you feel like an outsider and you don't belong because you feel like you do not fit into that conversation. So you start to label yourself as an outsider. Those things will happen to us as we go about life each day. We will feel like an outsider each and every day. But during that process, I want you to realize not every conversation is meant for you, and not everywhere you are meant to be. And sometimes our place in this life is we try sometime to fit into a group, okay, for example, to society narrative, and instead we lose ourselves along the way. So I want to encourage you, my beautiful viewers and subscriber, it's okay to feel that way, because I can give you an example. I used to go coffee morning and I feel like an outsider and I don't feel like I belong because I was the only melanated person inside that whole group, you know. And sometimes when conversation arises, you know, and it had also had to do with language barriers as well. You know, sometimes they were speaking their language and sometimes they speak English, but you know, and I feel like, oh, you know why? It's like they are not catering like I am there, you know? So I did not feel like I belong. I feel like an outsider. And then when I look back at it now, I realize I should have stepped away for a long time from that situation, but I'm glad I did so. I no longer put myself in that position. As human being, we will feel the need to connect with others, which is okay. But that's why we try to make friends as well and spend time with family or loved one, but still sometimes we are with them and we still do not feel a sense of belonging. It's human nature. We're going to feel that way at some point in our life, but that does not mean that we do not appreciate love those individual or those parts we do not appreciate love them. We do much appreciate love them, but sometimes not even in our family and in our friendship group, we feel like an outsider sense of belonging because things that they are doing, you are not interested in that. So then you start to label yourself as an outsider, which you need to start to think it that way and like give your suggestion of things that you will like to do. So you will have communication in the family, have a meeting, and let everyone jot down their say their ideas, so at least you will feel a sense of belonging and not an outsider. Because a lot of time we have one specific family member might be planning a trip or doing something pertaining to the family function, and then you know that you do not like to do that. For example, hiking, swimming. I cannot swim, so but I love to go to the beach just to go under, just be on the sand, just to have a suntan, just lie down and just enjoy it. Yeah, just be there. But I am not a lover of the sea to swim because I cannot. So if you are like me, okay, and you do not like that, at least you are putting in an effort. So in that sense, I am feeling a sense of belonging. But there are others who will be feel like, oh, I can't swim, I don't need to be in that place. Sometimes you have to step out your comfort zone as well and try different things, because what happened eventually, you will always feel like an outsider and feel like you don't belong if you do not speak up and if you do not let your voice be heard in any situation. So always remember that, my beautiful viewers and subscribers. So as human beings, we try to make friends. You know, sometimes we try to make friends and then you get the cold shoulder. So you start to feel like, oh, it's no point of me trying to make friends with someone else because that person just give me a cold shoulder. Sometimes that friendship that you were looking for is not meant for you. Sometimes you have to let go. Sometimes you have to let go certain people, you know, and situation in order to find the right ones as well. So, for example, you might want to participate in a community sorry for not mistake, community activities as well. And then because you might be a shy person, you might be an introvert or an extrovert at the same time, and you are not bold enough to go and ask for can I be participate, can I give my 2 cents on this, can I give suggestion, and because of that you tend to feel like you're outsider, you know, and you don't belong. I want to tell you, sometimes it's okay to feel that way because we are human. By human nature, we are human creatures, and those things will happen. We will think that way, but it does not mean that is how it's supposed to be. Okay. So for example, you will start have the feeling of wanting to belong in that situation, but you do not know how to go about it at the same time. So especially when you move to a new place or a new city. Let me give you an example. When I left my country and I came here, I came to a whole new world of a whole new world, culture, religion, all different things. I came here and I had to adapt and adjust to all of them, you know. And I realized that sometimes life takes us on a journey that we sometimes do not even know that we are capable of overcoming those things. So when I came here, I had to adjust. I didn't realize that it was not easy to make friendship. People are like to keep to themselves. They do not like to communicate with you, and you know, it's like hi and bye and whatever. There's no conversation. And then when I said good morning or good afternoon, people had a different way of just watching you. You know, they did not respond. But being from the Caribbean, we always say good morning, good afternoon, especially the elderly. We always look out for them. And then when I came into this country, sometimes the elderly, you say hi to them, you want help. It's like people have this guard of them. They put up this wall that it's because of the society that they are living, that it's you're not supposed to mingle, or you're not supposed to do that. A lot of time race play a great part in that as well, because sometimes if we look at it from a different perspective or a different angle, you know, sometimes because we come from a different background and the way of growing up and the way of communicating as well as making friends, we have seen that when I came here, I had to adjust to a lot of things. For example, I used to say good morning, good afternoon to anyone I meet on the road, because that is the way we grow up in the Caribbean. It's our culture, it's a tradition, that is something we do. Okay, even from the beautiful continent of Africa, that is something we have embedded in us. That is how we communicate. We say good morning, good afternoon, how are you doing, wherever. Or sometimes when we are living, we check on our neighbors. If we haven't seen our neighbor come out that morning, we're gonna check on our neighbor. Here is different. Even if you don't see your neighbor, and you might go and ring their buzzer and ask if they don't answer. People have a selfish way in this country, so it has taken me a lot of time to adjust as well and accept that sometimes we want to be accepted, we want to be loved, but sometimes we just have to just do things our own way. And let's feel that not all time we will feel a sense of belonging in certain community or certain areas of our life, especially when you are traveling from the Caribbean, coming a foreign country. There are so much things you have to adapt to. Okay, for example, food is something that I am being specific about. I am not a fast food person. I don't like fast food really, and for example, I have you have, for example, the food as well is not organic. They might say have organic in store, but it's not like real organic. There are things that will be stored. Those are things I have to adjust. I had to adjust as well to the weather, as well the different season. Back in the Caribbean, it's just sun and rain. Here is like 3 whole different season, and then I had to adjust to that as well. I had to adjust as well to the idea of going on a bus and know that you have to wait until the stop in order to come off. In the Caribbean, the bus stop is anywhere. For example, if you come out, if you stay around the corner, then the bus gonna stop here. But over here, I had to adjust that. You have to wait until you reach a bus stop in order to come off, and then you have to walk the rest journey as well. Back in the Caribbean, my bus used to drop me by the gate, and I just used to just walk and go home. But here it's like the bus will leave me to the bus station or wherever stop, and then I still have a long journey as well. Another thing I had to adjust and feel a sense of belonging. After a while, I feel a sense of belonging is that is like as you live here for a period of time, you start to adjust, and then you start to feel a sense of belonging. For example, schooling. I'm still adjusting to the school system here in this country, because in the Caribbean, children go to school and they can walk home with their friends, or friends, neighbor, or even their sibling can collect them. Here, you have to have an adult to go and collect your children, drop them off and collect them as well. And there's a lot of walking in this country. I am telling you, I never walked so much. When I was in the Caribbean, I walked, but this country, I've walked so much that I do not need a dream. Walking in this country is a lot. Okay, if you come in, you have to walk a lot. There's a lot of walking you have to do. You walk, go to school, walk. You don't see those things in America, like parents walking here. They're gonna drop their children driving. Or walking is very important. It is a form of exercise. It's good, but I feel like it's too much walking, especially when it's rain. Even when it's raining as well, I had to adapt to that. Even when it's raining, I still have to walk, go to school in the rain with the girls, and that is something I'm still trying to adapt to, and that is something I'm working hard, but I don't ever think I will ever adjust to that type of schooling. The schooling as well, and also the children don't take like textbook to school. That is something I'm still adjusting to, and sometimes I don't feel a sense of belonging, especially when PTA meeting in the Caribbean is totally different. You have more interactions as well, but here it's totally different. Okay, so for example, sometimes even with being around family and friends as well, we feel lost, isolated, and lonely. So that feeling sometimes eventually can can make you feel like you don't belong in the world. Having that feeling, sometimes we all do feel that way at some point in our life. We feel like, I don't feel like I belong here because I'm around family, but still I don't feel a sense of belonging. And even in the world. And that is a very dangerous thing to think. I must say personally, for myself, I used to think that way. Sometimes it do come across my mind, but now I try to block it out. It will come across. I try to block it out. I know most of you can relate to that as well. You feel like, oh, I don't belong in the world, because sometimes when you try to adjust, you try to do things, but yes, still your good is what you are trying to do. People are not seeing the good in that, and you feel like an outsider as well. When you grow up from two different cultures and whatever, it's very, very difficult to adjust and feel like a sense of belonging, because sometimes people have to push their narrative on you, and then when you are trying to tell them, this is how I know, this is how I think, especially this country and the school system, when you tell them, oh, this is how what we did in the Caribbean, and we carry textbook, and it's more easier for parents to understand that children, the learning is better. At least you can see their book when they come home, and you can see how much they understand the word. Here is just thing, and I find it like rubbish, I must say. It's my opinion. I feel it's like rubbish in a sense that you don't know what your child understand until you go to a parent meeting. They give you like a 10 minutes or 5 minutes. How much can you look across to see what your child is doing or whatever? It's very difficult. And I find like you have to be on your P's and Q's in order sometimes to push your own child to excel, especially in this school. So I don't feel a sense of belonging. Okay, I feel like I'm inside. I don't feel like I belong. I feel and I'm not in and I feel like I'm an outsider when it comes to that part, especially the education system. The education system in this country need a revamp, I must say. I know most of you will agree with me. Some might disagree. It's okay to have different opinion, but this is my opinion. I feel like they need to do a revamp with the education system. Start to make the children bring home their books that they use, and let us see what the child do on a daily basis and see their weaknesses. At least parents can help them more, because I am just tired of asking questions, and they will say, oh, just go on this your classroom or go on that, and then when you go on that, it's the same thing they have been repeating over and over again. And then when it comes to the end of your report, the things that they were telling you like to help your child in, and you was doing all that you can, you are still seeing that they are saying something else different. So sometimes they are not being truthful and honest. And I'm just being, as a parent, I feel like an outsider when it comes to school system here in this country. Okay. And then sometimes when I'm saying that, you can feel isolated and not low and lonely, that is dangerous. I mean, sometimes which can lead us to have mental health issues in this country as well. You have to have a strong wit and a strong mind as well. Living in the UK, I am telling you, with the constant rising of bills and everything, you feel like an outsider because you can't win. You don't know how to go about life. Sometimes you question yourself and say, why is the reason? Why am I here still? And I know that is a dangerous thing to think, but I want to encourage you to protect your mental health at all costs. Example, that is why a lot of people suffer from anxiety and depression. I'm just speaking the truth, anxiety and depression because of the constant pressure of life, living in this country, and sometimes you don't get the support system that you are yearning for, and you will act, and they will just keep spinning you in the mud, and then eventually you get fed up, So that is what a lot of time people suffer anxiety and depression because of the constant bills, the pressure of wanting to fit in as well. All those things come in. So I want to give you some reason now why I think you might feel like you don't belong and you feel like an outsider. Number one, you are inauthentically, you are not being yourself. So a lot of times when you are not being yourself, that can make you feel like you do not belong. You make you feel an outsider. So I want to tell you it perfectly. To be perfect, you have to be an imperfect human being, and that's okay. To be different, it's very okay to be different as well. A lot of time we feel like we have to be like that, like Jane or like Pat or Susie. No, we have to be our true authentic self. So stop being authentic. When you fake your life, eventually we're gonna caught upon you. Something that you are not used to, when you are not used to when you are used to being authentic, okay, what's gonna happen? You have to continue living your life that way. But when you are authentic, you're gonna just live your life unapologetically yourself. So continue to be yourself. Stand up as well for what you believe in and be honest with yourself. Don't change for anyone. Always be your true authentic self. When you are inauthentic, that is where you yourself gonna feel like you are outsider. You don't feel like a sense of belonging because you are projecting somebody you are not. Okay. So the second reason I want to give you is you will try hard to try to fit in. Okay. When I was younger like this, I used to try to fit in because you want to be this cool. I wanted to be cooler. I was always slim growing up, slim skinny, we call it in the Caribbean, and I had long natural hair. My hair was longer than this. When I came into this country, my hair break off because of the water as well. The water is rubbish. So because of the water, my hair thing. So this is the length that I have now, which I'm grateful for still, but the water is rubbish here. Right? So sometimes you want to feel a sense of belonging. So as I was younger, I used to want to feel a sense of belonging. But then I said to myself, if I try to fit into people narrative, people way of thinking and say, oh, because I'm slim, I'm supposed to do what you said or do a certain way. And then I realized I was doing more harm than good to myself. And then I started to think, you know what? Let me look at myself in the mirror and let me start to speak life into me. Let me start to uplift myself in a positive way and realize that I don't have to do all those things to feel a sense of belonging or feel like I have to be part of your crowd. I can be my true authentic self by being myself. And if you cannot handle it and you cannot appreciate who I am as an individual, then you need to keep it moving. So then that is why I realize I don't need to fit in on every situation. You have to be kind as well to yourself as well. Love yourself each and every day. Okay. So if you're trying to fit in sometime and you are not that kind of person, okay, you will always eager, my beautiful viewers and subscriber, to make friends. Sometimes you try to make friends with each and every person that you come in contact with. Sometimes those things will not work for you. The reason why I say it will not work for you, because you are trying to fit in yourself into a scenario or situation where you know that you don't really like their behavior, you don't like their character, and your spirit does not align with who they are. So why are you trying to fit in? So sometimes people yearn to feel a sense of belonging, so they fit themselves in every friendship or every person they meet. They try to make friends with them. Trying to be hard to be, you're gonna label yourself as unacceptable as well. So sometimes you have to accept yourself. To ask yourself this question: trying too hard to be likable and accepted, is that something that you want, my beautiful viewers and subscriber, for yourself? If that is not something you want for yourself, you need to step away from that friendship or situation right now, and it will be beneficial to you in the long run. Take it from me. I've been there, I've done that, and I can stand today and tell you my life is more better, it's more peaceful as well. And I love it that way. I love me a small circle. Me, I cannot handle the big circle. And I cannot handle big circle group of person. No, I love small group of people so that I know that when I have person I can rely on, speak on. Okay. Sometimes what happens? People feel like they have to speak to you every day for you and them to be friends. Me, if I have to speak to you every day, whether it's family or friend, I have to speak to you every day. And if I don't speak to you every day, like you feel like, oh, I don't like you, I don't accept you, and whatever, I myself gonna take away myself, because nobody in their right mind, if you have been honest with yourself, have time every day to be on the phone talking to whether family member, friend, or whatever. If you love me and you respect me, thank you, Auto Mom, thank you, welcome, long time, thank you. So please check out on Amanda Mom. She have a YouTube channel to check out as well. She's my moderator. Go and show her some love as well. So As I was speaking before, I was just hailing up my moderator, my subscriber. I was saying, you try your hard to fit in. For example, you come off course as being, if you know, sometimes when you push yourself on a person, you come off as to being too strong, okay, to someone who think of you as you are too strong, you're coming on too strong, okay, and so they start to push away themselves. So I want to encourage you, and you are being too needy. When you are too needy, people usually see those things and they start to take away themselves from you. So you have to learn to realize, take away yourself from situation. Not every situation are meant for you. You know, sometimes you have to know when to let go, my beautiful viewers and subscribers. Know when to let go. Know when to get on with your life. Know when to take away yourself. Sometimes our interests and are not always others' interests as well. So always take away yourself from such situation. Number 4 reason I want to give you today, my beautiful viewers and subscribers. This is a final one, okay? You are different. It's okay to be different, is because we're all unique and different in our own way. I love to be different, so that is why I come on here and I do my live streaming different. I love to be different. I will continue to my true authentic self. I like to be different because I bring a different flair, a different vibes, and I showing you who I am, because you know, this is who I am. What you see is what you get. So if you meet me on the street and you say hi to me, I will say hi to you. You know, you want to conversate you want us to conversate, I am open for that as well. You respect me, I respect you. I love to be different. It's okay to be different. If all of us was in the same, look the same way, dress the same way, talk the same way, it would have been a boring world to live in. So I'm so grateful, I'm so happy that each of us are different and unique in our own way, and so that each and every day we can learn something new from each one of us, can learn something new from each other. And that is a beautiful thing, and it's a beautiful feeling to have each and every day. So I want you to, it's okay. Tell yourself now, it's okay to be different. Example, you may feel like you don't belong where you are right now. Sitting in a room right now, you might not feel like you belong. Some of you might come on my live stream and say, oh, this live stream is not for me. I don't feel, yes, you belong on here. The reason why you click on this live streaming is because you realize that you have a purpose in life and you are different, and you want to just be part of the live stream and engage, because you want to make sure that you are always looking for positive and uplifting person in your life. So come on my live streaming and make that happen for you. Don't hesitate, okay? Example, race as well can be can be one of the factors as well. Your appearance and your language, culture, social status in life, and your personality. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to, I love to learn different culture. If you're open to learn mine, I'm open to learn yours. A lot of time person will say, oh, you are selfish. No, you're not selfish. If you are not willing to learn my culture, okay, you are not willing to know where I'm from, who I am as a person, my personality, my social, like things I love to do, and you are not interested, you can be part of my circle, because you are all about you. It's okay to be different, but you have to have a level of respect where persons are willing to do those things as well. Because being different is sometimes you need to take joy and pride in it as well. So it's okay to feel that way. So I want to say thank you guys for all those who come. Thank you, Amanda, ma'am. Thank you. I want to say thank you guys for all those who joined me this morning. And I hope that this today's topic, how to stop feeling like an outsider and feel a sense of belonging. I hope that that you have taken away something from today's live streaming. You have left here feeling motivated and driven, and feel like you can go out there and conquer the world, and you're gonna continue to be your true authentic self, and it's okay to be different. Sometimes we don't have to fit into every situation. I want you to tell yourself it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You all feel a sense of not belonging, especially when you move to a new city, a new town, a new neighborhood as well. You feel like yourself a lot. I remember when before I have my girls, I used to go in the park. And that time hobby was at work. And I used to go in the park by myself, because making friends was it's still very hard because as I say, it's culture difference and all those things. People sometimes they are just sticking their own way and they are not willing to meet you halfway. So I do not have that energy and that time to keep pushing myself and put myself in a situation where I feel like I have to do all the hard work. So what I usually do now, I used to go in the park with my blanket and I used to sit down, have my snack, whatever, my lunch and thing, and my phone, I take picture, do video, wherever. And I did. And eventually people start to come around, because sometimes I say hi to a person and I go and sit and do my own thing, and then eventually people start to come around and talk. But most of the persons that I used to meet up in the park, they have moved out of the borough. So now the person who has stuck now is like, I'm trying, but it's difficult, especially having the girls as well. I have to be specific. I have to be very careful with the friendship I make and the people I'm going to let around my child. Where my girls especially. I don't mind for me, but the girls are part of me. They usually be with me. If they're not in school, they're going to be with me or their dad. So I have to be very careful with the friends I make and the people I let around me. So it's okay if people might say, "Oh, you're selfish. You don't mix." And yeah, I do mix. I will say hi to you, but I have to be careful. In the Caribbean, I can know you is John, you for John, Joe, you is for that, you for that. Here, everybody look the same when they are not melanated. They look the same. So you don't even know people like that, and it's not like somebody could say, "Oh, I know this, John from there lives here," and you know that. Yeah, it's very difficult, and sometimes you don't know where people live in as well. Out in the Caribbean, you can know, "Oh, you live in such as the Portsmouth community. I know her." And you can inquire, but here it's different. So I try to be very assertive, and I try to be aware of my surroundings and the people I let in my life. So that is the reason sometimes I feel a sense of I feel like I feel like an outsider and not a sense of belonging. But it's okay to feel that way because I am enjoying life, even though with those little hiccups along the way, I'm still enjoying life. I'm not gonna make that hold me back in life. I'm enjoying life. When I go to the park, my girls run, they have each other, and they have me, they have dad, and we just enjoy life. Sometimes you have to stick, sometimes even in your own family, sometimes you have to stick with them. And if anyone fall in line as they go about in life, they fall in line. If you have a bit of noise, my youngest one is in the front room, so you will hear a little bit of noise because school is on vacation. So thank you for understanding. So I would like to say thank you guys for all those of you who joined me today on my live streaming. Thank you for the participation. Thank you, Amanda Mom. Thank you for all those who participate. Thank you. I do appreciate, love you. Thank you for the live. Please don't forget to share it so that more persons can get an understanding if they want to add something to like they feel a sense. I know because of this country is multicultural, I know this topic, people will have their own opinions, okay, and it's okay. But this is my opinions, and this is my reason, and this is how I feel, and I have said it. And I hope that something have touched you today, what I'm saying, and you can resonate with what I'm saying today. And so now I'm gonna come out of here because I need to go and prepare my daughter's breakfast because both of them, because they woke up late this morning. So I'm gonna prepare their breakfast. I want to say thank you guys once more, and please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Okay, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and be part of the family. And let us continue the conversation in the comment section. Thank you guys for your love and support. Always enjoy your day. Have an amazing Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, guys. Morning, evening, and night. Big up United States, United Kingdom and France, Germany, Uganda, Kenya, USA, which is all the states that support me as well. Papua New Guinea, all those countries that support me. I want to say, just continue to be yourself, and remember, we will not fit in every scenario and every situation, but it's okay if you feel a sense of not belonging in every situation. It's okay. It was not meant for you. Another door is closed for that, and another one will open, where you will be welcome, where you will be loved, respected, and accepted for who you are. Continue to be your true, authentic self. It's okay to be different, my beautiful viewers and subscribers. Don't worry about the naysayer. Continue to be you. And I want to leave this with you, and I want you to say this affirmation with me. Say, I am good enough. I am love, okay? And I am amazing, okay? I am love. I am amazing. I am enough, and I can do anything I put my mind to. And what you think of me is not what I think of myself. Have an amazing Wednesday, my beautiful viewers and subscribers. I love each and every one of you. I love you. Love you for your support, your love, your authenticity. Also, I love you for being unapologetically, okay? Unapologetically you. Continue to be that. Continue to be different. Be the light you want to be. Shine. Continue to bloom as well. And continue to be the best you can. Love on yourself each and every day. And remember, anything you are doing do it for yourself. Because if you do not do it for yourself and you are doing it for others, you're going to bring destruction on yourself. And I do not want that. I want you guys to live an amazing and peaceful life. Always choose peace over noise and destruction. Love on yourself each and every day. And I will see you guys Friday on my next live streaming. I want to say thank you once more for the love and support. And I will forever be appreciative and also grateful for the love and the interaction, and also the positive vibration, the positive energy that you guys are sending to me. I'm sending it back right to you and your family. If any one of you are feeling a bit under the weather, get well soon, my beautiful viewers and subscribers. I love you, each and every one of you, and I'll see you in my next live streaming Friday at 10 a.m. where we speak on different topics, okay? Which I will love, and I hope that you are interested in as well. And it's bring a little bit of clarity to you as well in your life. I'm going to love you and leave you until next time, my beautiful viewers and subscribers. Walk good and love on yourself, okay? Kiss yourself today and make sure that you continue to be your true, authentic self. And remember, not everything that glitter is gold, okay? Love you guys. Bye.